सन्तोषेण एवं वक्तुम् अत्र उपस्थितो अस्मि.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We'll definitely play this recording and definitely try to find the meaning of that anyway. This is going to be an easy one. The Son of God who taught us management. Absolutely. Yes, Mr. Devakumar. Vijay Shankar, please hand it over. Sir, a few words.
Many times I told Vasu, this batch especially I remember very well because of the elections. And both the candidates are here. And very diplomatically, when the results were announced, it was announced by Mr. Ramachandran at that time and that day. He said, both of them won the elections, but one person slightly 3 votes more than the other person. And I can see that Vijay and Vasudevan were sitting there last, near that pole. In fact, more than Vijay, Vasudevan cried. So that incident I always remember. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for your invitation. Thank you very much for your felicitations. Thank you.
Short and sweet, you personify your mother tongue. Okay, shorter and sweet, you personify your mother tongue. She's putting up her hand. Yes, please come, ma'am. Please come. Suraj, can you please hand? Kerala. Kerala. Thank you, ma'am. Please say a few words.
எல்லாம் பார்க்கறச்ச நான் கூட இவ்வளோ தூரம் முன்னுக்கு வந்து இவ்வளோ தூரம் வந்ததுனால மிஸ்ஸஸ் ஒய்ஜிபிக்கு தான் அவங்க தான் என்னை இவ்வளோ தூரம் சின்ன வயசுலேருந்து கொடுத்து இவ்வளோ தூரம் முன்னுக்கு கொண்டு வந்து இப்போ நான் சியர்ஃபுல்லாக இவ்வளோ பேரோடு நான் சேர்ந்து இருக்கிறதுக்கு காரணம் மிஸ்ஸஸ் ஒய்ஜிபி தான். ஆனால் என்னோடய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இப்போ பார்க்கறச்ச எனக்கு என்ன பண்ணுற எப்படி சந்தோஷத்தை என்ன பகிர்ந்துக்கிறதுன்னு தெரியவே இல்லை. அவ்வளோ சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது.
Thank you very much. We have an easy one again, a very enthusiastic Tamil teacher, so soft spoken that she was very popular even amongst the non-Tamil students. Please come, ma'am, you don't have a choice. Swaminathan, please hand it over. Thank you very much, ma'am. If you could say a few words to us.
Second language Tamil and third language Hindi. That's what he said. Whenever I go to the class, children will ask me, Miss, you are going to taking Hindi or Tamil? I'll say all the language I will take. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity. Wish you all a Merry Christmas, happy, peaceful and prosperous New Year and years to come.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Your blessings are always with us. Another short description, and short is within quotes anyway. When geometry came down from the sky, it came through her. Please come forward, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here. Your blessing, please.
I'm able to recollect the day in somewhere in 73 when I first came to this building to give an application for a job in this office over here and met Mrs. YGP. That was in 73. Then again I left for 3.5 years, joined in 79. So many batches of children I have seen, and many of them send their children to me for coaching in math for 10th standard. It's a real pleasure to see all of you.
Hema Srinivasan, for your benefit and for our benefit, I'm just going to repeat what I said a few minutes back. Mrs. YGP had asked us to conduct a quiz here when we went to invite her for this function, and we have tried to turn the tables on the teachers now. So we are going to ask a question, and the teachers will put up their respective hands to collect the mementos that we have for them. So next is going to be a very, very easy question, absolutely easy question. And we have two of the famous teachers to accept this memento now. The most scientific teachers this school has seen, who happen to be sisters as well. They were a double treat for all of us. Sitaram and Bhashyam, please hand over. A few words.
It's a platform for all of us to meet. After a very long time, I'm meeting most of the teachers. I keep in touch with everybody, though I have retired. I make it a point to talk to everybody once a month at least. Isn't it, Revati? So I talk to everybody. I take turns. But some of the teachers I've lost contact. So I'll be doing that now. I want to keep in touch with everybody. Thank you.
Just not able to recall the scene at all. Sorry. But all that I can say, I enjoyed taking science classes, mainly because of the freedom given by Mrs. YGP. Whatever little that I have communicated through practical approach, I basically learned because of the freedom and the trust she had on us. And maybe Meher, I remember. I mean, the faces are there, but names totally. I think 1 year I took, that's all. After that, I've left the school. Thank you. My blessings to all of you.
Amma is continuing her social service. She has taken up helping Selva Kumar, one of our older students. He is now in somewhere in Dubai, is he? In the Middle East. And yeah, he is now, he has a village in Chengalpet. You remember he was one of our watchman's son, and he studied with us. He is the boy I've always told you about when it rained cats and dogs and his house was almost swept off. All he did was take all his books, put it in a box and hold it up and protect the books more than anything else in the world. So that boy is today in the insurance, he studied insurance here, he's doing very well. But his gratitude is that he has come back to his own village and he found that the standard of education is so poor and he felt very bad. So he roped in Prema, Raji Babu, Sushila, Meenakshi and a few more of our old teachers, took them to the village and asked them to train the teachers there. And he's conducting special classes for those students, their 9th and 10th. And thanks to their efforts, this year they've got centum, all passed. He has appealed to us to help him in financially also. I've agreed to do that. If class 87 wants to do something, you can also do that. I just made the suggestion because they are keeping in touch practically, which is a good thing.
Can I also add, ma'am, do you want to just explain briefly about your organization?
It's not my organization, it is our, the seed sown by Mrs. YGP. I believe you are used to teach one and teach, each one teach one. You are used to assemble here and the students from the nearby slum used to come here, or a batch of you used to go there. That little thing has really sown deep into Selva Kumar's mind. After that, I don't know, he says I gave him a set of dress, which all of us do when we, on a year, on an occasion, and that also I think she asked me to give it to somebody, and that's what it has happened. Then I left the school and then I worked somewhere else. I came back 30 years later. He had spotted me through Raji, I think. Anyway, that goes on. And this school is very special. What I want to say is, it's a remote place inside interior to Chengalpet. Absolutely no current sometimes. Darkness, poverty, I don't know what to say. One has to go there to see this. So what Selva Kumar, that is he's actually coming from a Dalit village, that is untouchables, which I really didn't know that. 2 years he kept it, not that he wanted to block it, but he okay. So this boy felt that the children over there, they come up to class 9 because everyone has to pass, but in 10th they find extremely difficult to pass the board exam. So they either, most of them fail, then they don't pursue their education, they are drawn into their field, and they see something called +2. So what Selva did is, he located a place in the other village, not in the untouchable village, because if he opens a center there, these people may not go there. So he opened a center here, named it as Kalvi Alaya. And evenings, it's like Thinnapallikudam, evenings, he has appointed 2-3 girls who are little qualified to take evening classes, and only 10th for the time being. Now that first 10th is now in 12th. So it's 3 years old. And it's a second year, when the second year students were there, that's the time he disclosed it to Ms. YGP also. And pamphlet was distributed, and she gave full support. She has already started it, that all the waste notebooks, so many things we get from the PSBB. Even the recent Joy of Giving, we got a lot of items from the school. So this goes on, and it's the third year I like to say that everybody has passed above 50%, they were able to secure. So they have been allowed to move to 11th and 12th. So the present batch, which is in 12th, 2 of them are going to do medicine, I believe. All right? So that goes on. The school is really making a very good step, and he has built his own school, which is just a room for the children and an attached room. That is what we are requesting Ms. YGP to come and inaugurate. It's on February 3rd. And if this happens, this school, we are independent, because time being we are doing it in a terrace within a rented place. And evening, even today, even yesterday, every day we are in touch with them on the telephone to give a communication skill, just to talk to them in English. Telephones are given. And yesterday when I was talking, between 7 and 8, the prime time for learning, no current over there. Okay? It's an ongoing. See, we are very lucky here to have this. Remote places, not only 7 to 8, 8 to 9 it will come, again from 9 to 10 it will go. So imagine the situation over there, you know. That is this. But in spite of that, you must see the smile on their face. Just get into Google, type Kalvi Alaya, you can see all of them gleaming with joy. And once in a month, Raji Babu Miss comes there to just teach basic physics. Of course, it's a Tamil medium. Some of the definitions get clarified. Then chemistry, Meenakshi does it. And then who else, ma? English, we have somebody else from Ramakrishna School. So I do the little bit of coordinating. I need not go there every month, but this kind of a thing is going on. Any other need that they require. Maybe a small lab has to be set for them. They have not even seen a simple hand lens or a microscope. It's all in the school, but the teachers are not ready to take it out and show it to them. So it's going on. Okay? You all can get into the Yahoo group. I'll tell Selva Kumar. You'll be updated the situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your efforts. I think as a batch, we will try and organize and see if we can help in any way. That'll be something we will be thinking about. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I think this gives me an opportunity to request Mrs. Alamelu Ramakrishnan as well to talk a few words about
social service for the last 15 years. We have an organization called Vidya Vriksha,